Yes, y'all, welcome back to Avoiding the Fad Diet Trap. Today's video topic is the keto diet, specifically a plant-based ketogenic diet, or if you want to be so bold, you could call it a vegan ketogenic diet. If you like this video and you find it informative, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. First, we're going to look at a clip from cardiologist Dr. Joel Kahn speaking at a panel discussion at Google on the topic of what constitutes an ideal diet, and he gets into directing people towards a more plant-based approach when they are interested in a ketogenic diet. I'm going to show you a glimpse of the specific fasting mimicking diet he's talking about in the clip and some of the results people were able to obtain in clinical trials. Lastly, we're going to talk about the importance of understanding your purpose before you decide to pursue a ketogenic diet of any nature.
And the hottest diet right now in Silicon Valley, according to the newspaper, almost every day is the keto diet, ketogenic diet. You know, low carb, relatively high fat, and brain power and the rest. And I'm not mimicking it. In fact, there's a new startup this week. You can now buy ketone bodies in a bottle, 3 bottles for $100 to enhance your athletic performance. There are plant-based keto diets. There's a Facebook user page that in the last few months has grown to enormous numbers, plant-based ketogenic diet. But more important, science rules to me. Walter Longo, PhD, is the world's leading expert in aging and longevity. He's the head of a biogerontology research institute in Los Angeles at USC. He's got a plant-based ketogenic 5-day-a-month diet I use in all my patients. It's amazing and transformative to eat nuts, olives, 60% of calories from fat, very low protein because protein activates aging pathways, no added sugar because everybody hates sugar, nobody loves sugar. We can debate what sugar does to your health status, but we don't like it. And the results that have been published in animals and humans with a plant-based 5-day ketogenic diet are actually transformative in terms of multiple sclerosis, brain growth, and BDNF, a protein in your brain, but just getting a flat belly again. So there are all these different paths I just wanted to shout out, that even in Silicon Valley you can be on the cutting edge of what seems to be a trend, but also do it in a way that might be a little more helpful in my opinion.
Alright, the main thing I see here is Dr. Kahn recognizes the ketogenic diet is a trend, especially in Silicon Valley, and he understands people are going to be drawn into this keto lifestyle. So rather than try to steer people away from this entirely, he provides an alternative option for people to find support doing a plant-based ketogenic diet. I like this move because a lot of the trendy keto YouTubers out there tend to go overboard and act like foods that are commonly accepted as being unhealthy, like processed meat, for instance, somehow become healthy in moderation, of course, just because your body is in a carb-restricted state. So injecting the idea of a plant-based ketogenic diet into the conversation might make you think twice before doing something reckless, like one of these zero fiber challenges. Yeah. No matter what you're trying to do, there's probably a better way than that. Dr. Kahn also mentions a specific diet as purveyed by Walter Longo, PhD. It looks like he's talking about a program that is referred to as a fasting mimicking diet and is currently being marketed under the name ProLon. This is an interesting product offering which, as far as I can tell, amounts to a 5-day plant-based ketogenic diet program in a box. If you're watching this, have any of you heard of this? Definitely leave a comment down below if you have tried ProLon. For the record, it's sold as a 5-day regimen intended to be used once per month. The results of the clinical trials, represented by the graphics on the screen, were obtained by using it over 3 consecutive months. For anyone considering ProLon or a plant-based ketogenic diet, I think it's important to assess your current state of health going into this. And that's actually part of the sales process for this specific product. From what I can tell, you can't just hit buy it now on Amazon Prime. That's not how it works. The point being, it's important to assess your purpose in resorting to a fasting mimicking diet or a carb restricted ketogenic diet. For instance, if this is a 5-day program, what lifestyle modifications are you going to make for the other 26 days in the month? You see what I'm saying? Are you planning on restricting carbohydrates outside of the 5-day fasting mimicking diet? If so, do you have a strategy for reincorporating healthy whole plant foods containing carbohydrates back into your diet? These are the kind of questions you need to ask yourself, and it may be wise to consult with your primary care physician and perhaps a registered dietitian to discuss the big picture of your strategy. The important thing is you need to have a strategy, and it needs to include real, actionable lifestyle modifications and changes for the better.
If you have something to tweak to your diet, either it's keto or whatever, or it's even it's fat or not fat, you can have a plant-based version, and it's incredible, and it's good for you, not only good for mentally, physically, spiritually, but it's good for the planet, and you don't have to kill any animals. Bonus all around.
From what I can tell, the 5-day plant-based ketogenic prepackaged diet ProLon appears to be marketed towards an affluent population with relatively high nutritional literacy, and it's not being pushed as a band-aid, but rather as a method of renewal accompanying an already healthy lifestyle. Contrast this to the types of health messages we see endorsing the trendy keto diet variations on Twitter, YouTube, Reddit. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen it. The zero fiber diet, the kale shake diet, all that nonsense, which, to be honest, seems like they're often aimed at people who are just seeking weight loss or are otherwise confused about what to do. If you want to avoid the fad diet trap, hit that subscribe button for Red Pill Vegan and crack the bell. And if you want to help other people avoid falling victim to the steak knife, then throw me a Twinkie on Patreon.